As a CEO of Merck Foundation and as a pharmacist and as an African woman, this initiative is the closest to my heart because I believe very much, I strongly believe in the role that media plays to sensitize our community and create a culture shift and be the voice of the voiceless and address sensitive issues like infertility stigma, like gender-based violence, like empowering women and women equality, girls' education. So all these sensitive topics is a cultural and social topics that it is very much important to address it. And who else can address it if not the media, who enter every home without arrangement? So the media representative like you, if they are aware and trained properly about these topics and inform themselves about it, they can make a change, a huge change and a huge impact. They can create a culture shift. So what we are doing this media training to reach to all the young media representative and sensitize them about how to raise awareness about infertility, how to break the stigma of infertility, how to raise awareness about infertility prevention, because it can be prevented, because 85% of the infertility cases are due to untreated infectious diseases, which resulted from child marriage, genital mutation, unsafe abortion, unsafe delivery, STDs. All these can be prevented and it can affect reduction of infertility. But if the infertility happens, it also can be managed if diagnosed early. But we also wanted to innovate and create new ways of community awareness, not only by social media awareness leaflet, giving data, giving information, but capitalizing on the innovation and art. So here is, as we said, this is the media training, and here is the Media Recognition Award for 2021. And you can see it's the same way, but we added only to it empowering girls in education. So if you have also topics in media, print or online, or TV or radio, talking about breaking the stigma of infertility or empowering girls in education, it will be important. Next. Yes. Here is the Fashion Awards, and you can see the idea is I want all the fashion designers to know that they have the message to be written on their designs, and not only on the t-shirt or a jeans or a scarf or a headscarf or whatever. So no to infertility stigma. Women are more than mothers, men are more than fathers. It takes man and woman to have a child. Don't abuse women. Girls' education. All these things has to be on the outfit, and then they apply, and then they get the winners from across Africa. And of course, they will also have the money award to execute their designs, and they will have a possibility to have a fashion show with us when we be able to travel again and visit countries. And of course, they will also have access to this website I told you, because it's also, there is a part for fashion designers to teach them how to make photos for the fashion and how to make fashion shows and all this. So it's really amazing. Next, please. And here is the Film Award, the same concept. Next, please. And of course, the Song Award. And I know this will have more contribution, because there is a lot of people who are singing every day. You understand that we have 2 songs being created for us as a gift that I was very impressed by it. One from the First Lady of Burundi, the former First Lady of Burundi, which make for us a song and a video. And actually, the present First Lady of Burundi, she's also sings and she can make music, and she promised me that she will make a song specifically for breaking the stigma of infertility. And the other one from His Excellency Mr. President of Liberia, His Excellency Mr. George Weah. He made for us a beautiful song, and you'll find it on our social media, about how to encouraging his fellow men, African men, to support their wife and never abuse them because they have infertility problem or something.
Today we're looking at how to prevent infertility. It's always my joy when I have to speak to the media, because they are the mouthpiece of the people. They take our messages around to the grassroots of people. They're always interacting with them. And I always feel that when they have a bit of understanding of the process we're talking about, it makes it easier. So how are babies made? It's every couple's wish to make a baby. When you look at this diagram, an egg is released from the ovary in the middle of the cycle into the tube. At the same time, if you have intercourse, the sperms come through the vagina into this womb and then into the tube to fertilize this egg. That is when the process of pregnancy starts, and then the baby comes to implant in the womb. So anything that affects this process will affect your chances of having a pregnancy. Yes, infertility is not a stigma. Infertility affects men and women equally, 50-50. Take that message. It is 50-50. So both men and women should move on and get help when they're having difficulty or delay with getting pregnant, and get informed. Pass the message. Fertility is a shared responsibility. You should work together for a good cause. I believe this message would be carried by the media and disseminated as widely as possible.
We are here to remove stigma, and it's quite unfair that the women are the ones who undergo the stigma. I want to say that sometimes, yes, I think it's biblical. Sometimes you will bear the pain. That's what is said in Genesis if you are a Christian. But I also see that in Genesis, a lot of the women had fertility issues, from Sarah to Rebecca, for anybody who is a Christian, to Hannah. And I think for me, this is very interesting to really realize that it started a long time ago, that it was the woman's fault. We have no idea whether Abraham had a problem or any of these other people, but it was always a woman's fault. And I think we've borrowed from that, and therefore it has become a woman's thing. The women are the most likely called sterile or childless or barren, and I think this is such a problem. So what can we do as society, as people in media, as doctors, as anybody in the health profession, as a sister, as a brother, to help fight this stigma and empower women, really empower women to take up their place, to fight against it and to fight for what is right for them. We must be able to educate at all levels. Women must understand, and couples really, that if you've tried to conceive for 1 year and it's not working, you need to see a fertility specialist, not a traditional healer. And it's 1 year. And if you're 35 and older and haven't conceived for 6 months, then you need to see a fertility specialist earlier at 6 months. We must have this education out there for patients and for couples who are trying to conceive. We must train adults and young people also on causes of infertility and ways to prevent this. So what we're having now is early sexual debut for women and girls and boys. I mean, it's starting as early as 14 years old. If a 14-year-old starts having sexual intercourse, by the time they're getting married, which now is a bit later, which is at 28 or something, you will have acquired an STI. You'll have acquired. So preventative measures against sexually transmitted disease is high on the ranking. We must be able to educate adults and young people that we're not using a condom because we are trying to avoid only pregnancy. You are using a condom because we are trying to avoid STIs, STDs that may hamper us. And the better would be obviously to abstain until you get your life partner. So we must train them. We must integrate women and girls into our program. And this helps in empowering them and them being able to say no to a lot of causes that would probably affect them. And I think in this, media have a major role. We must bring women up. We must bring couples to speed. Civil society really has a huge involvement. People must understand what is going on, and we must not stigmatize. As this is civil society and family society, I would put it at that, because I have a lot of couples who say they have so much pressure from their mother-in-law, they have so much pressure from their sister-in-laws, they have so much pressure from even their colleagues. You know, they don't even want to go home over Christmas if it's in the rural area, because they'll be asked, hey, what's happening? And we must remove this pressure from our patients, because that doesn't help. Everyone may be struggling, and not everybody is free and open to tell you about their problem. But you must respect the couple, and you must stay out of their business, really.
So we're going to discuss the role of media in breaking the infertility stigma and empowering fertile women in Africa. The question is, why the media? The media occupies a lofty position in Africa today as it pertains to fostering change in society, and it remains a powerful agent and partner in social dialogue. Mass media has made it easy to reach the rural population that has been geopolitically cut off for a long time. And Africa being what it is, it's been difficult to reach those populations with information because of the nature of our infrastructure. So as a fourth A state, the media has been a major catalyst in fostering democracy in Africa and as a watchdog. That demonstrates the power of the media as an effective change agent on the continent. So what should the media do now? The media should advocate for governments on the continent to enact policies that will help lower the treatment or therapy for individuals affected by infertility, because the treatment costs have been prohibitive to the ordinary citizens who generally belong to a lower income bracket. Just like it was the case with HIV and AIDS campaigns, the media should continue shining a light on customs and traditions that have perpetuated the stigma against women so that they can be completely gotten rid of. The media should use their platform to uplift and empower women impacted by these unfair customs.
Bonjour, moi c'est Hadijatou Saho. Je suis journaliste, je suis sénégalaise et je suis la secrétaire générale de l'Association des journalistes en santé, population et développement du Sénégal. Nous sommes une organisation de journalistes spécialisée dans les domaines de santé et population au Sénégal depuis une dizaine d'années. Et nous travaillons sur les questions de santé, notamment sur les problèmes. Et nous faisons beaucoup d'activités de terrain pour un peu conscientiser les populations sur leur rôle, sur leur santé et sur comment faire pour améliorer les conditions sanitaires au niveau de notre pays. Pour clore mon propos, il est clair que l'infertilité déstabilise les couples et les familles à cause du déficit d'information que les médias diffusent sur la problématique. Parce que nous autres journalistes, c'est un défaut qu'on a. Les gens ont l'habitude de mettre entre guillemets, de se focaliser sur les faits divers et ne pas aller au fond des choses. Donc j'invite vraiment les confrères et les consoeurs à aller au fond des choses, à aller aux sources et à montrer des cas d'exemple, à faire la lumière sur des couples qui n'ont pas d'enfants mais qui parviennent à vivre en harmonie. J'invite tout le monde à montrer ces exemples pour que les gens ne prennent pas ces questions de violence, d'infertilité comme une discrimination que les femmes vivent. La valorisation de la femme, donc, qui doit être montrée dans des rôles entre autres que ceux que préconisent nos cultures. Parce que quoi qu'on dise, dans nos cultures africaines, il y a des valeurs qui ne mettent pas en avant la femme. Il y a des valeurs qui font que, dans le cadre de l'infertilité, justement, c'est la femme qui est mise en avant. Alors que les spécialistes l'ont dit tantôt, l'infertilité, c'est 50-50, c'est 50-50, c'est aussi bien causé par l'homme que la femme. Donc, nous, journalistes, nous devons faire de bons portraits, comme je l'ai dit tantôt, de couples infertiles, vivant harmonieusement. Donc, ces exemples peuvent participer un peu à la lutte contre la stigmatisation, la discrimination. Il y a encore des hommes qui résistent aux pressions des familles, leur demandant de renvoyer les épouses infertiles, par exemple. Donc, toutes ces situations doivent être mises en branle, doivent être montrées au public, aux populations pour une prise de conscience.
Okay, thank you very much. So there's my presentation, raising awareness about the importance of empowering girls and women in education through media feature stories. As I indicated, I decided to focus a little bit more on just feature stories and how the media can be able to write a bit better in terms of feature stories and why these feature stories are important. I just indicate here quite briefly, I think I'm talking to media practitioners, so I'm not going to be going through a lecture, but this is just to show us just really the differences. When I was looking at media feature stories, I was thinking about the differences that we have, how media feature stories distinguish themselves from any other form of writing, for any other form of presenting news. We're looking at features that really speak about that go beyond just looking at the 5 W's and the age of journalism. I think this is something that we as journalists already know, and how we not just report matters, but go in depth to discuss pertinent issues that are important in society. A feature story would look like more like this. It would be quite much longer. It covers issues in depth. It is issue-based, and as I had indicated earlier, goes beyond just the event. It focuses a lot on the human being, so it is very human-focused. It uses a variety of sources. It covers stories from different angles and is a result mostly of investigation into an issue. So in conclusion, I think investing in feature writing on education will really enhance a better understanding of issues and ensure that the media utilizes its power for the public good. Feature writing lends itself well to really teasing out qualitative aspects of education just beyond the events, where we can be able to ensure that we address some of the qualitative challenges that remain in achieving gender parity in education. I propose, I think finally, that we need to have guidelines of reporting on education that are developed by media houses and professional bodies that will be able to guide journalists in professional, ethical, accurate and in-depth feature reporting on gender in education. And I think this is critical, not just for the media houses, professional bodies, as indicated by anybody who's really interested in the role of the media and empowering women and girls in education.
Alors j'imagine que le son passe et que c'est bel après-midi à vous tous. Merci. C'est avec un grand plaisir que je vous retrouve pour cette session. Je sais que nous sommes éparpillés un peu partout à travers le monde. Dommage de ne pas se rencontrer donc cette année encore. Merci à la technologie qui nous réunit malgré tout. La technologie continue d'innover, mais je vais vous parler, moi, d'une vieille dame, la radio. Son rôle auprès des communautés pour atteindre le petit peuple surtout, mais aussi son pouvoir à disséminer l'information relative à la santé. Alors, je dois dire que ces situations nous ont vraiment permis de comprendre que nous sommes une radio très écoutée, et en temps de crise, c'est la référence. C'est la première chose que les gens, donc c'est la première station que les gens vont se brancher pour pouvoir connaître l'information. Et surtout, en situation de crise, la communication est extrêmement importante. Une communication de crise, et la radio permet justement de rassurer. Surtout quand il y a les fake news. Aujourd'hui, il y a une profusion de fake news, et la radio permet de donner les bonnes informations. La radio permet d'éclaircir tout cela, et c'est extrêmement important justement de bien communiquer. Et nous, à travers notre plateforme, nous avons essayé justement d'avoir une communication plus claire, une communication facile, accessible, tout comme la radio. Vous savez, on conduit en écoutant la radio, c'est un média tellement facile donc à recevoir, à écouter. Donc, vous faites quelque chose à côté, vous préparez à manger, vous êtes dans votre voiture, vous écoutez la radio. Et donc, nous avons capitalisé sur justement l'aspect de la radio pour permettre justement à utiliser donc ce médium de communication extrêmement important chez nous ici à l'île Maurice pour pouvoir faire passer donc l'information. D'un point de vue historique, vous savez tous, donc vous êtes professionnels des médias, que la radio a été utilisée à travers des générations par rapport à la guerre, par rapport à tout ce qui s'est passé, donc les épidémies, etc., pour pouvoir communiquer. Et je pense que la radio demeure donc le média de prédilection et bien évidemment la consommation de l'information est rendu facile. C'est pourquoi, donc, dans cette perspective, donc, les gens continuent à aimer la radio, à écouter la radio malgré l'avènement du digital. Pour cela, pour pouvoir avoir ces auditeurs, pour pouvoir avoir les gens qui vous suivent, il faut bien sûr inspirer confiance. La confiance est extrêmement importante. Il faut réagir rapidement quand vos auditeurs donc font appel à vous, quand ils sont dans une situation difficile. Il faut répondre présent. Il faut être reliable. Les gens savent qu'ils peuvent compter sur vous. Je sais que ce média, quand je vais frapper à sa porte, donc elle sera là à mes côtés pour pouvoir m'aider. Aussi, le journaliste doit être suffisamment réactif, proactif même. Il faut qu'il agisse très très vite. Il faut qu'il puisse aussi voir donc qu'est-ce que cela peut apporter donc à la communauté, comment cette information peut servir à aider les autres. Donc c'est un peu là le rôle du journaliste. Bien évidemment, bridging the gap, créer le lien avec la communauté, créer le lien avec la société et surtout avec la population, avec ceux qui peut-être n'ont pas accès à un téléphone portable aujourd'hui pour avoir les informations, ceux qui n'ont pas de télévision. Oui, il y en a encore à Maurice, les gens qui n'ont pas de télévision, mais la radio peut permettre justement à avoir ce lien, à tisser ce lien, ce réseau avec la population, donc ceux qui sont au plus bas de l'échelle, et faire que l'information parvienne jusqu'à ces personnes. Et surtout, l'exemple mauricien dans la COVID-19 nous a permis de vraiment aider les plus faibles, les plus démunis à comprendre la maladie, mais surtout à se protéger de cette maladie. Alors, Be the Connection continue à être un lien avec les autres, avec la communauté, à travers la radio, bien évidemment. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you so much to all of you participants. I don't see Jean. I think he has covered his video. But from everyone at Merck, we thank you so much for being a part of this series. And I must say, I am glad that we have not had any unfortunate, famous Zoom mishaps, people in interesting places. I'm glad that all of you are in the right places at the right time. Otherwise, Merck conference would be trending. So thank you for being stable and making sure that this is finished. If you have any more questions, please leave your email ID. We shall definitely get to you. I can't wait to see all of you face to face. I'm a broadcaster myself. I'm on radio and TV. So this is exciting because we are big players in conversations that affect our different countries. So I can't wait. Hopefully next year we'll be in Zambia. Hopefully next year we'll be in Senegal. I've been to Senegal before, so I think Zambia, we missed out this year, or Zimbabwe. I can't wait to see all of you and connect with you in person. Take care of yourselves. Remember to mask the following awards. Some of you are writing. Please remember these awards in the different categories. The Merck Foundation, Merck More Than a Mother Awards. We have the Merck Foundation Mask Up Awards for COVID-19. Please participate. We have the Song Awards. So suggest the artists in your countries and we shall partner with them. Those who have been on those songs, you have seen them. Go to our YouTube channel, Merck Foundation. You'll be able to see these songs. So you can also make your own mask actually and submit it. We have the fashion awards. If you're into fashion, you can also submit these different awards. Yeah, on your screen, those awards are there. Meha can bring them up so we can take a closer look at them and invite even those who have not been able to be a part of this. Let's go out and make a difference this year, and very, very soon we shall be linking up. And thank you again for attending the awards are there. So the submission deadline is 30th August 2021. The prizes are interesting, from $500 to $1,000 for all these categories. Please encourage people. Even the film awards are still open. Encourage people. You also participate, and you saw some of those people were part of that training that we had in Kenya. that information is being shared there on your screens, and we'll of course send them to you in your different teams in the different countries. This is exciting. So I'll see you guys very, very soon. Spread the message, start the conversations, and follow the conversations on our Facebook page, Merck Foundation, on Twitter at Merck Foundation, on YouTube, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. Go out there and let's start, and go to merck-foundation.com for more details. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.